Welcome to episode 7 of my Let's Play for the Pathfinder mod pack for Minecraft 1.7.10. Thank you for coming back, and if you like the videos, I hope you'll give me a like or subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, here's Roman. We've been working on our crop farm here. The last episode we were trying to get a rye seed, which finally I got. Now that's crossbreeding barley and wheat, and we just kept doing it. We just kept getting barley, we kept getting wheat. Finally got a rye seed. I've already analyzed it. Stats are not very good, but it works because it will let us finish a quest. So now it wants us to make some cooking utensils, namely the mortar and pestle and the mixing bowl. Okay, that's easy enough to do. Let's go inside and make those. We should have, of course we don't have planks, we never have planks when we need them. Let's make a few of those so we have some. There's 1, 2, 3. A stick, I may as well stick 2 sticks there because we're going to need one in a moment. Mixing bowl, 2 of our stone, we'll grab the other one out of here. And there we have a mortar and pestle. We can check the quest book. We should be finished with that one. There we are. Claim reward. Okay. The next thing it's going to want, rice seed. It tells us that's made with barley and wheat. Oh. Well, what do you know? We're back to the barley and wheat again. Meanwhile, let me stick these in here. I don't need to be carrying them. I'm going to stick the rye seed in there too because I don't really care about rye at the moment. I might possibly in the future, but right now I don't care. And we got melon seeds. That's interesting. Melons are rather handy actually. You can make melon juice, and that would be another food source for us. So let me drop that down there, put a seed. We want that to spread. Now, unlike vanilla melons, these don't spread out. They just grow there in place, and then we just harvest them. That one could be used cross crop. And barley and wheat, it said, right? So we'll go and we'll hope for that one. This could use one. Not going to bother with that one. So we can. I guess we used up all our sticks. Perfect. Now another thing I wanted to do was make a lumber axe. And since you already see me do it, I went ahead, I made the other cast that we need. Put that away. Now, the reason I left it there was if you hover over it, it's going to tell you what the material cost is for making that piece. So the lumber axe requires the broad axe head cast. That takes 8. And it requires this large plate. That also takes 8. It requires a tough binding. That's 3. And a tough rod, which is another 3. So that's a total of 22 ingots worth of material we need, or 11 ore since we're getting doubling. I already went ahead and made those parts, so let me grab them. Just not having a good day today. My cat spilled a cup of water on my keyboard too. That keyboard's oh, sorry. I got to do this in the tool forge. Now you can't do this in the wooden tool station. It has to be a tool forge. Let's pull up the lumber axe so we know where to put everything. There's our pieces. I just made this out of iron. And there we go. 1 iron lumber axe. And you see it's got no skill yet because we just made it, of course. But let's go out and find a tree. And the nice thing about this axe is it'll take the whole tree down in one shot. So let's see, this is a, oh no, yeah, we'll do this one. Now, you want to chop the bottommost log It actually will work from where it is up. So if I was saying on the second log, it would chop from there up. It wouldn't chop the first one. So if you really want the whole thing, you don't want to leave a stump. Make sure you chop that. And look at that. Isn't that wonderful? One whole tree down. Quickly gather wood this way. There we go. And gather up these saplings. I can replant those trees. There we go. May as well take this one out too. Put the leaves out of my way so I can see the base. Boom. I dropped an apple. Just what we need, more apples. Okay. Take these all down. I'll have a bunch of wood. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Now be very careful with this if you're working around say a wooden house, because say there was a tree growing next to it, it might see some of that wood and say, oh, that's part of the tree. Now it won't take down different species of trees. So if there was oak and this birch next to each other, it'll only take down the one you're chopping, so you won't have to worry about that. But like even this tree, it could take this one down. I'll take this whole tree down. It's a wide tree, but it'll still take the whole thing. Look at all that wood. And it takes, I don't even have room for, I'm going to put some of this, actually, I have my bag. I'll throw some of this stuff in the bag. And pick this other stuff up. Waste not, want not. Did I get it all? I think I did. So I will replant. Didn't get that many saplings out of it though. Are these are dark oak saplings. I don't think I got any others. These are regular oak ones. I'm surprised a tree that big only had, I got 2 saplings out of it. Oh, I think those need 4 to grow into those giant ones. But let's throw the wood in here. Throw the axe in there because we're not going to need to carry around all this. And something else I'd like to do is to go up to the ship, because we have a quest to do up there. Let's throw this in here. Nope, not there actually. We'll throw it with the others. There we go. Now look at our, and actually I need to eat something. I find you have to do that a lot in this pack. Oh, I guess we'll try a couple of potatoes. In fact, speaking of potatoes, I got a couple of baked potatoes that I made. One of those, maybe 2. Alright, there we go, we're at full again. Now I went out and did some exploring, and I got some more of these dimensional shards. I also found a little bit of glowstone building. I was out exploring above ground. I found some emeralds too. And I made some invar and some copper, and we got a little low on the lava. So I made one of these. This is a hardened portable tank. This will hold, that won't show. It'll hold 32 buckets worth of lava. And so I threw some more lava in there. And one of the things we can do is make a wrench. Now, there are several choices for wrenches. One wrench that, since we have applied Ender.io, it would probably be a good idea to have a Yeta wrench, but the Yeta wrench requires stuff that we don't have yet. It needs electrical steel, and to make electrical steel you need an alloy smelter, and we just don't have that capability right now. We just don't have one. So, and you got to make silicon and pulverized coal. So we haven't really gotten into machines yet. Now, another wrench, and one that'll work almost as well, is the the crescent hammer. Sure, it's a wrench, but any tool is a hammer if you need it, need it to be one. So that's just a tin ingot and 3 iron. Do we have, okay, I don't have any tin over here. I don't have any iron over here either, it seems. Okay, well, no problem. We've got plenty out here. I made a few blocks of things. So I've also made some invar because I knew we'd need that at some point. Let's grab a block of tin, one of our blocks of iron. We'll make that wrench real quick. And there we go. And it's a 1 tin ingot, and then 3 iron like that. That gives us a crescent hammer. Now this will work like a hammer. Now this tank, it's color coded. So the bottom is blue, that means it's input. That means it's not going to drain out. It's only going to accept an input. If I click it with a hammer though, it turns to output mode, and because it's sitting on top of this tank, look, it just went and filled it up. So now instead of just having the 4 buckets here, we also have whatever's sitting up in that tank. And I can still pick the tank up. It won't drain on my feet, so I don't have to worry about that. But we'll go stick this in the house. And got it. It'll also turn things around. That's not what I always forget that, have it equipped, and that wind up doing that. So let's see. I don't know if we're going to go to another planet, but I guess I'll hold on to these anyway. Now if I look in my bag, now notice I mentioned this last time, the tab will tend to disappear when you first start up the game. So I just do this, I re-equip it. Now when I go in, the tab's back, so you haven't lost it. I found a few more dimlets when I was out, and we can go up to the ship. Now I made another matter transmitter dialing device, and we've got some power generation. I've also got more coal, so I may as well bring some more coal, and we can use some up on the ship. So actually, I made another Stirling generator, so we have 2. So I'm going to put a Stirling generator on a ship, and then if we do wind up going to a new planet, because there's a series of quests there, we will be getting to making another planet. And we'll have, our power for there as well. I don't think there was anything else. Let me just check. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to do here. Nope. So we're going to go up to the ship. Just put this up here so it's out of my way. And like before, we go to our dialing device. Stand here. Now the ship. See, I didn't name the receiver on the ship, so it doesn't actually say. I didn't name this one. So the transmitter, we want to rename. See, it doesn't have a name. So, but I can just call this matter oh, hello. Click the robox. Matter transmitter. Now, it could be called anything we want it to be called. I could call it New Earth, but we only have one, so I'll just be consistent with what's up on the ship. And I don't know, this keyboard is giving me a hard time. Thank you. And I just click anywhere outside that box so it saves it. And now we see the dialing device, it's called matter transmitter. And we want to go to Pathfinder, and we click dial. Let's see, for a minute there almost said it didn't have power. How are we on power anyway? Well, that's full, so it means these devices should be full. So once again, we'll step into the green beam, and we'll stop, and we'll wait. And I probably should have done a backup before going up there, but I did not. I will do one now, though, just to be on the safe side. Slash backup. Now, it wants us to do something with this. Let me just check what this, oh, this one that wants a ferrous pickaxe head. I guess we could have done that before we came up. Alright, these are under the Voyager tab. And it's this one here. It wants us to go to the Dimlet Researcher. Now it just wants us to visit it for now. So we did that. So that's visited. And we get a reward. And we've got some cooked salmon, a reward bag, time evening dimlet, and I really should have thought to bring another chest up with me, because we're going to want the space. But I guess we won't have that. I guess we won't analyze too many of these things right now. Let's see what's in the reward bag. Material none. That's universal. You know, time evening. You will find a few of these time dimlets, and a really good one. These basically set the time of the dimension to be fixed at a certain time of day. So this one's not too bad. It means it'll be evening time all the time. Won't get dark. It might not be real bright, but it won't get dark. You can also get like morning. You can get I think noon. You can get night. You wouldn't want to create a dimension with night unless you wanted it to be dark. And I actually, I think it was not the very first world, but the first world I created after that was eternally dark. And I named it Lower Umpton. If you ever watched any of the old Married with Children episodes, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I think what it's going to want us to do now is to research some of those unknown dimlets. Examining certain dimlets you found, you realize something. Certain dimlets less. Oh no, it wants us to craft a couple of dimlets. Now we may not be able to do this up here anyway. Let's see. Which ones were they? They were effect none and terrain void. Okay. So effect none. Now there we go. Effect night vision. Okay. There are some effects. Some of them are actually quite nice, like regeneration or saturation. Yeah, so we can bring any of the materials with us. So we're going to have to go back down to our planet. The dialing device is over here. I don't think there's anything we need from here. Probably not. I wasn't planning on setting up the sprinkler. We could, but I just wasn't planning to do it. I guess I could have left that, couldn't I? It was already dialed up to the right place. So back down to the planet we go then. Oh, actually we can set up a power generator here. So let's grab one of these and half a. Well, you know, we'll put half in there. Now blocks of coals are very efficient, so put this. I think we'll probably have to shift right click it on. There we go. And we'll throw that in there, and that should start cooking up. Those will burn a long time, and it's already filling up its internal buffer, which means it should mean that the capacitor bank is full. That's full. That's full. And I think that switched off, maybe, because the screen's not on. That must not use power. Okay, so those are all full, and this is filling up its buffer. So everything, you know, we should obviously are fine on power. We must not have been very low, I guess, if it's filling up that capacitor bank. But I can't, unfortunately, I can't see it where it is now. Possibility might be to stick it. I happen to know that there's a conduit under the floor here. This is actually just a cover, and it runs something like that. So if I was to pull up one of these, we could place it down there and then have it provide power that way. We wouldn't have to sit there, and then I'd be able to look at the capacitor bank. But it was blue, so I think that's input. Should be okay. Off we go. Now I'll switch this off. That way we don't accidentally run into it. And we need to go make those two dimlets. Yes, paper. Oh, is it just one paper we need? No, we need 3 paper. Okay. Well, we'll grab some of the sugar cane here. Starting to get a pretty decent amount of that stuff. Plenty of paper. And what else did we need? We needed, tell me you'll work with an apple, please. I don't see an apple popping up, but let me grab one. Let's hope that it does, because it needs one of those other fruits. We're not going to be able to do it. So that goes there, and then this 3 iron. I don't remember having a problem making this because of not having, oh, that's an indoor. Yeah, we do have iron. Okay, it works with an apple. Good. And then, so we got that one complete. We need a terrain void. Terrain void. And that's almost the same. It needs 1 brick. 1 brick. I have clay. Okay, we'll quickly fire up a brick. And while that's cooking up, we'll put the rest of it down. And we have our brick. And this terrain void. And that's done. And we're also going to get a feature none, which is the same as the ones we already had and used. So now it's going to want us to go to make a new planet. It's telling us we can customize dimensions by the different types of dimlets we put in, and I guess it wants to call it Sol or SOI. I think that's an L, but it might be an I. Let's throw these in here. And feature, what was the one we just got? Terrain void that we made that. Effect none. Oh, feature none. So those are just all the convent of nuns. Sky body none. Oh. We're not even getting useful ones. Although I did, if we look at the ones that I found when I was out, I think there was 1 or 2 that were, let's see, material block of redstone dimlet. So you could use this, there are dimlets like where you get these big orbs, these giant orbs. I had a world once that had big orbs of coal. This one would be orbs of redstone ore. Or that you can have like these weird tendril things. We haven't seen any here, but they're kind of interesting. We don't care about. I mean, these aren't really useful. But that redstone one, I don't think we're going to end up needing that much redstone. I've been finding so much. The cave system down there is unbelievably extensive. It snakes and twists and turns, and it's just kind of crazy down there. So back up on the ship, that's what we need to do, is we need to make another dimension. Let's see, we got barley. Do I need more sticks here? No, I need more sticks. Let's pull that up, see if we can, we need rice. If we can get rice, we can get that quest done. I'm just going to make more sticks. And we're going through a lot of sticks, so there we go, 28 sticks. But you wind up using a pretty good amount of them, because you know, every time you do one of these cross crops, you don't have the, there we go. You only get one back when you pull the plant up, because it loses one when the cross crop starts. And may as well check this barley seed, even though I don't think it's 657. What is, that's a lot better than this one, actually. In fact, it's better than this one. So I picked up stats from that one. You can see that one's at 755 now. So I'm going to pick this one up, plant that seed. Let's analyze that one. I'll throw that one in there. 446. Because this one's a 457. And that happens to be better than this one. So you always want to use your best seeds. Alright. And barley, you can eat barley, you can grind it in the flour. And what have we got? Okay, so we don't care about that. So we get carrots here. We don't care about those either. Alright. But that's what happens when you have multiple things coming off the same. Oh, it hasn't been identified. Neither has that. It's unlikely to be better than what's already there, I think. But 755. Oh, no, actually it's better than that. It's as good as that one. Okay, so put that down. We'll put that seed there in its place. And carrot here. I'm going to eat something, so it's a carrot and a bunch of some barley maybe. Put this in the house. There's limited inventory, so I probably could have taken a couple things out. Kind of have to focus on the tasks that you're working on, I guess. You know, you can see our crops are growing. We've got, yeah, this one needs to be analyzed because it's a new one. There's our melon seeds. That one hasn't fully grown yet, but when it does, well, it just did. Hello. Hi there. How you doing? Can I ride you? I bet not. I'll have to tame you. Analyze this. It should be a 111 like the other. Yes, it is. But I'll throw that down. Now, I haven't... oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you with the seed. Will you please move? Thank you. I didn't mean to hit you. Don't get mad, buddy. Don't stomp on all my plants out here either. Okay. Make sure there wasn't anything laying on the ground there. So, melons. We turn the melon juice. And let's have some melon juice. No, I don't need melon juice. I'm full. So, I think I want to try to keep the episodes a little bit shorter. I know it didn't seem like we did a whole lot. But, you know, we did knock a couple of quests out. We need to go and create another world. So, you know, maybe I can find a few more dimlets, try to make something decent. And, you know, we have to get Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, quest with an unclaimed reward. Oh, I didn't claim this one. It's going to give us a book called Alien Constructs. Oh, I guess this is talking about, you know, different biomes and stuff, which I don't, that may be an add-on. It might not be part of the normal thing. So you can define a world with a single biome, you know, different terrain, materials, so a little bit of information. Liquid dimlets. So liquid allows you to specify what liquids comprise parts of the world. You place it in front of a flooded cavern dimlet. You can make the liquid in the world out of oil or lava. Liquid Enderium, I mean, this liquid aluminum brass, and I've seen all kinds, probably one for most of the liquids. Special structures and the features. And this is telling you that if you use the exact same combination of dimlets, you're going to wind up with the exact same world. It'll go to the exact same place. I don't know if it guarantees you go to the same location on the world, but you can, you know, change, you know, basically make a similar type of world, or at least a world generated within the same constraints of dimlets, because stuff you don't specify is randomized. But if you use this exact same dimlets, there are these digit dimlets, 0 to 9, and if you add one of those, you're gonna, you know, like, you know, a set of dimlets with no digit, and a set of digits with a 0 digit, it's going to be different worlds. And if you use a 1 digit instead, that's another world. But if you do 2 with the digit 1, then they'll be the same world. But you can also, it's telling you can extract the dimlets so you can use them again. So maybe you've got, like, you know, something really nice, but you only have one of them. You can use it if you're making another world. That's the only hard part, is remembering what you put into it. Now you can disassemble them and then reassemble them back if you just want to check and see what's in there. Due to a lack of information, we had to halt our research on the alien constructs here. So, don't need to carry that book around. I'll stick that up here. I was going to make a bookshelf, but we don't have it in the modpack, so that wasn't an option. And I don't think I had any dimlets in this bag. No, I just had a couple of apples. So, I guess that's all for this episode. We did get a couple of quests completed, and let's see, we can't go any further in that chain. This one here, I don't think anything new unlocked. Oh, we can make the ferrous pickaxe head. That'll be quick. No, don't fall in. Oh, ouch. Yeah, if mobs, let's see, there might even be blood in here. Oh, see, glue. Okay. Usually when mobs are in fall in a smeltery, you wind up with blood. I used to get bats in the smelteries all the time. And we're going to wind up with more glue, I guess. I might have to put something up there. Poor horse. He's due for the glue factory, yes. Glue has some uses, so that might actually be good that he dipped his feet in there. But we have some Invar. That's, sorry, not Invar. Ferrous and nickel are the same thing. So let me throw one of those in there. And I think actually that might be a better, higher mining level than what we've got. I also found some platinum, and I know that mines at a higher level. So we could make a platinum. It's also known as shiny metal. They're platinum ore, but it'll actually call it shiny ore, or shiny ingots. I think when it's smelted down, it's platinum. It's the same thing. But if I think that when I made a pickaxe head out of that, it was like at a cobalt level or something. I have been finding some ardite down there, which is nice. It would probably allow us to mine obsidian, which opens up some things that we kind of can't do right now because we don't have the obsidian. On some packs and stuff, you can make obsidian in a smeltery by getting lava and water in there, but that doesn't seem to work with however this mod pack is set up. And there's our glue. Molten nickel. Okay. So if I pour that now, it goes down here, and it goes round and round. See, now it's called ferrous instead of nickel. Same thing. But that completed the quest, which is good. Yep. So, it's done. So we get another reward back. And we get a silver pickaxe head. Now I've never used a silver one. Does it tell us, it's not telling us what they do. I'm not sure how silver compares to ferrous. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Anyway, if you liked the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel so you know when I got new episodes out. I thank you for watching and have a good day.